Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hut, and we have a trade. Yes, we have a trade, and it is an interesting trade. It's a trade between, well, before we get into that, of course, I need you to subscribe to the Baseball Hut too, and like this video. So we're going to talk about this trade that took place just a little while ago between the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, if you're a Dodgers fan, you know that they are a team that needs help with against left-handed pitching. Now, the other day they made a trade with the Boston Red Sox and they acquired Kiki Hernandez. So they have now acquired a second player that hits lefties really well. He's got a 300 batting average against left-handed pitching. But we also know, if you're a Dodgers fan, they need a shortstop. So they've acquired shortstop Amed Rosario from the Guardians for right-handed pitcher Noah Syndergaard. So Noah is going to the Guardians. A couple of things on both of these players. They're both former Mets, both former New York Mets, prominent guys on the New York Mets. Noah Syndergaard was the key player, one of the key players of their 2015 National League Championship run with the Mets. And Amed Rosario in 2017 was the #1 prospect according to MLB.com. They were both highly touted prospects, and they went to the Mets in New York and played there for quite a few years. And they had some interesting results. Noah more successful than Rosario. Now, as you know, to sort of do a little history, Noah had been with the Mets for many years. He had to get Tommy John surgery in 2020. He missed basically 2 years. He pitched at the very end of 2021. The Mets gave him a qualifying offer. He did not accept it. He signed a contract with the Angels, then got traded last trading deadline to the Philadelphia Phillies, and he helped them get to the World Series. Now, Amed Rosario has had an interesting kind of career. Is that he's a guy that is considered to be very fast. He doesn't steal a lot of bases. He's a career 265 hitter. He's hitting 265 this year, by the way. But Amed was obviously in that big blockbuster trade after the 2020 season for Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor. He was one of the big key players in that trade, along with Andres Gimenez. Now, Rosario is going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent in this season. So after the season, and he will be, I would assume, a free agent. And they obviously needed a guy to play shortstop and to hit left-handed pitching. And they traded a guy that has been on the injured list. Noah Syndergaard's on the injured list. Let me give you some statistics. Rosario is hitting 265 this year with 3 home runs, 40 RBIs, a 675 OPS. Is on base plus slugging, and an OPS plus of 89. His WAR, according to Baseball Reference, is 0.3, minus 0.3. So he hasn't won any games this year with his play. Noah Syndergaard, like I said, he's been on the injured list. Last time we saw Noah, he wasn't doing too good. He was a little wanting to be like he used to be. Now, he is not the 100-mile-an-hour, 98, 99, 100-mile-an-hour Noah Syndergaard that, if you're a general baseball fan, you remember. He does 93 to 94. Now, that's a lot, but for him, that's not great. Like I said, he's currently on the injured list. He has a record of 1-4 with a 7.16 ERA and a negative 0.8 runs above replacement, according to Baseball Reference. He's pitched 55 in the third innings, with having given up 44 runs, 44 earned runs, and 38 strikeouts. So Noah is damaged goods. But there's a lot of pitching talent there in Cleveland, and they are very good with their pitching. I will say that about Cleveland. They will find a way to get him to perform well or not. Now, Rosario goes to a team that is in first place. I'll give you, if you are not familiar with Rosario's game, he is okay defensively. He's never going to win a Gold Glove. He's a serviceable shortstop. He can play center field. They've played him at second at the Guardians. He's got some versatility. He's a fast runner, but he's not a base stealer. He's a fast runner, but he doesn't steal bases. You would figure that with the shorter distance between the bases and the larger bases, that he would have had more stolen bases this year. That is not his game. He hits for power, but I will say this about him. He is a tough out late in the game. He can be very difficult late in the game. He doesn't strike out a lot. He doesn't walk a lot. He can be tough late in the game. So just keep that in mind if you're a Dodgers fan. One of the reasons why they may have made that deal is because he's tough to deal with late in the game. So that's just my own thought. No, I haven't seen Noah on a regular basis since 2020 or 2019. So he's not throwing hard. He's not what he was. So Guardian fans, it is what it is. His numbers tell you everything you need to know. So I would assume that the Guardians are probably going to be trading their players that have no more years on their contracts. Guys on walk years are going to be traded. This is sort of the beginning. It would be interesting also to see who is going to be playing shortstop for the Guardians. I would assume the short-term answer would probably be Andres Jimenez, who's a natural shortstop. He's been playing second base for the most part with the Guardians for the last few years. I would assume that he will be taking over. I don't know the whole situation there. I was looking at their farm system. It doesn't seem they have like a big shortstop coming down the pipeline. So if you're a Guardians fan, you got to let me know in the comment section. But we have a trade, interesting trade, and hopefully we'll have some more trades to talk about on this channel, the Baseball Hut. Well, it's funny you should mention that. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.